Welcome. Today, I decided to get out in nature. I have been carrying so many things, needed to decompress. When I feel stress in my body, a lot of times I carry it on my back, almost like the weight of the world is on my shoulders. I am in nature, but you may hear sounds around just because we're outdoors. I'm very thankful for the day. I'm thankful to be here for today. I'm just so blessed, and I pray that you are too. Don't ever let anyone tell you who you are. Don't ever let anyone speak to you out of turn or get into your head, whether it be family members or friends. Always know at your core, in the root of who you are, who you are. The pictorial view that other people have of you does not ever typically match with who you know you are, who you know you came to be. A lot of times when we get caught up in the idealistic ways of other people, it makes us retract it makes us pull back and not want to go as hard. But today I'm encouraging you to go harder. Don't let what anyone has to say about you stop you from your journey, your God-given talent, and your anointment. Being anointed is not easy, and don't ever forget that. I really hate the fact that as a Black woman, I'm not allowed to just exist. As a woman of color, there are so many stipulations and underlying situations that are put on me from birth that tell me that I can't rest. I can't be a meditation teacher. I can't live a soft life. I can't get it easily. I have to get it out of the mud. I can't just simply exist in all of my glory that God gave me, because I intimidate other people. I make other people uncomfortable. My talent is just absurd or too much, or my genius is intimidating and it makes people feel small. Well, guess what? I have reached a place in my life where I don't give a anymore. If you feel less than around me, if my being intimidates you, if you're uncomfortable being around me, family, friend, or foe, I don't care anymore. I am in my glory days, and I am absorbing all of it, and I'm not letting anybody take that away from me. I have lived so much of my life under a rock, afraid of what the next person has to say, how the next person feels, what is the next person thinking. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. I genuinely don't. I don't care. I don't care what you think about me. I don't care if you're insecure. I don't care if you have ill will, because guess what? Every burden you lay on somebody else, and every time you try to pray on somebody else, all you're doing is making the bricks of the house that you restore. It's absurd the way a woman of color can't just exist. I have to be belittled. I have to be underneath of a man. I have to answer to somebody. When God gave us free will, God gave me a brain and a conscience for a reason. God gave me the ability to think. I can speak. I can write. I can sing. I can run. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. I don't have to exist inside of someone else's internal example. And I'm so sick and tired of being made to feel like everything that you do is not good enough, and when you make mistakes, they're the worst. Well, guess what? I'm going to fuck up again. And I'm going to be happy about it. Because every single time I come out of that fuck up, I show the world how wonderful, how wonderfully made I am, how glorious my rise is. Because I don't let anything keep me down. Stop exposing people's bones when you have a cemetery in your closet. Call the kettle black. Throw stones at a glass house. And it'd be your family too, you know? It'd be your family, it'd be the closest ones to you. That's why I don't talk. That's why I don't talk. That's why I have a big problem. It's a big deal to me to trust somebody, because I know how people act, and I know at the root of everyone's issues is insecurity. And insecurity causes jealousy, and through jealousy it causes covetousness, and through covetousness it gets worse and worse and worse and worse. And I just have gotten to a place in my life where I refuse to exist in those shrunken, sunken spaces. I am allowed to exist in all of my glory, and God's will. That is what you're due. That's what you're owed. That is your life's right. That is your birthright to exist and to be marvelous and glorious. And don't let anyone take that away. That's how you lose your innocence, honestly. I had to realize something, and that's just, I've let so many things take my innocence away from me and just keep on giving. Be like, oh, I'll be all right. I don't need that, or I'll get more, or I'll be okay. But the reality is, like, what if I'm not okay? Who's gonna be there one day to pick me up? Because I'm always the shoulder for everyone to lean on. And the harsh reality that I've had to face most recently, no one's coming to save you. So save yourself. Do yourself a favor. Stand your ground. Stand up for yourself. Speak your truth. Be loud about it. Do what you feel like doing with your life, and don't ever let anyone take that away from you. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your offspring. You owe it to your life. And most importantly, you owe it to God. To honor the glory and stand in the glory that He created, and that's you.